is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do our week 13 NFL Beast Picks.
Sure is.
Yep, the Thanksgiving week special. Joining me, reigning 48. You got your big 12 wins.
12 wins for week 12, apparently.
Well, for week 12. Yeah, week 12 for 12 wins.
So that means I'll get 13 this week because it's week 13?
I don't know. I think I'll get 13 though. I think I'm gonna rebound with 13 wins.
Well,
But
I'm going to tell you right now, after knowing what you're going to pick in the first game of the week, you're not going to go with 13 because that'll be a
I think
loss.
I will. I think I will. I think I will. We already know where this one's
Listen,
going.
the only certainty we have this week is that Turkey Bowl is going to be an ugly, ugly game.
Oh yeah, I got the wins. We got the wins flying around. But anyways, Thanksgiving. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one for the Turkey Bowl. But
50-mile-per-hour winds up here in Buffalo.
yep.
It's going to be a rushing game only.
Yes. But speaking of that, because Thanksgiving is about football, we have 3 NFL games on Thursday for Thanksgiving. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so good that they decided to even have a Black Friday game.
Well, they did that last year.
I know it's been about 3 years now, I think.
And I'm off this year, so I get to watch it.
I'm not. I'm working. I'm working it. But anyways, Thanksgiving, first game, my Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. It's at 1 o'clock. This is, I think, the second year they're doing it at 1 o'clock. It used to be traditionally at 12:30, but they're doing it at 1 o'clock now.
Yeah, it seems like they changed that so they could fit right into the Sunday schedule everyone's used to. The Lions are a 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm really pissed at you, Lions. You freaking somehow beat the Giants. When I thought the Giants, I'm more mad at the Giants, man. They had they should have won that and they blew it for me, man. That's sad. But don't worry, because I know you're gonna pick Dan Campbell over here. But the Green Bay Packers are about to establish who is the dominant team in this division. We dominated them week 1, and everyone doubted us. We're gonna dominate them on Thanksgiving like we did 2 years ago, and that's gonna be the end of it. We are gonna win the division. We're gonna go pace to win the division because we still have to play the Bears, but we're gonna beat them. I believe Josh Jacobs is gonna be back and that was, I think, the whole plan for him not playing on Sunday. We got Emmanuel Wilson, who balled last game. He balled last game. We got a great defense. So if we can just get that all together, we can win. And if we're winning by 2 scores or 3 scores, we're probably going to win the game because that's how we won the game last time on Thanksgiving, right? We blew them out in Thanksgiving 2 years ago. I see running the ball. I think Love possibly will get 2, but I definitely think we are going to run the ball pretty good against them, especially if we have a fresh Josh Jacobs coming back from his injury. And Emmanuel Wilson continues doing what he's doing. Man, give me a nice Thanksgiving turkey in honor of John Madden. 34-16. Green Bay Packers easily gets it done. Go Pack, go. Let's go. And make sure to have the turkey legs this time because you didn't have it last time 2 years ago. Don't be cutting that turkey legs on us.
I so badly want to know what is in your gravy that you're this hopped up on lies and bullshit.
We won 2 years ago.
You want to sit here and talk about how Detroit barely survived. Y'all didn't look awesome against Minnesota. I think it's 2 teams bouncing off of ugly games. I'm going with the home team. I'm especially after Joe Burrow's comments. You got to think Detroit's going to want to play hard since Joe Burrow just slapped Detroit out of nowhere this past 2 days.
What do you mean, Joe Burrow?
Oh, Joe Burrow made a comment about how Thanksgiving playing on Thanksgiving's an honor because all he can remember as a child is watching Matt Stafford throw for 500 yards and always losing. So
Oh,
they just absolutely decimated the Lions, and they're not even playing them. So I don't know why Joe Burrow decided to poke the Lion, but here we are. Um, just to prove to Joe Burrow when he loses and the Lions win, brother, you're the loser here.
well, there's not
Give
even a
me
clear-cut chance that Joe Burrow will actually be playing on Thanksgiving
yes,
too.
he will.
I don't know if they
He'll
officially
play.
said he was.
He was ready to go on this past week, and I think they purposely held him to be good for this. Um, give me Detroit 35, Green Bay 20. And you
Ugh,
can you can make sure that turkey's extra salty with your tears.
don't worry, don't worry. When the Packers win, okay, we'll make sure we have the turkey legs all ready this time.
Just
Uh,
like the Steelers beat the Bears, right?
That's because Aaron Rodgers didn't
Oh,
play.
blah, 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 blah.
It would have been much
On
different
to
if
the
Aaron Rodgers
4:30
played.
game.
That's all I'm gonna say about that one. 4:30, the Kansas City Chiefs at the Dallas Cowboys.
Chiefs are 3.5 point favorite.
Um, you know, who knows with this one? Cowboys just somehow beat the Eagles and came back and won that game. Um, I love that meme with the whole SpongeBob meme that they did for that. Um, but the Chiefs came back and somehow beat the Colts too. Um, Cowboys are inconsistent. Kansas City aren't that good this year, but it's still Patty Mahomes, so I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here. I'm gonna say we mean 27-24 Chiefs.
So what I've quickly learned is just like 2 weeks ago when the Chiefs played in prime time and lost. When all eyes are on them, it seems like the league can't protect them anymore.
They moved
And
on to the
Dallas seems
Eagles.
to finally be fired. What?
They moved on to the Eagles. The refs moved on to the Eagles.
Well, apparently not this last week either. But Dallas seems to be firing on all cylinders, and their offense looks really good. KC is still struggling. KC scored what, one touchdown last week? So take
What
that for
until
what
like
it's
at the
worth.
quarter?
No,
Until like the
they
end
only had one touchdown. Everything else was field goals.
field goal? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, huh. It's good for them.
Casey's win last week was one touchdown and all field goals.
That's that's
Um, I'm
well,
going with the Cowboys here, the home team to pick up the victory.
okay.
I hope that it's catching better than what I'm getting because I'm getting a lot of glitching on your end here. Um, I'm going with the Cowboys over the Chiefs. Give me 31-20, Dallas.
31-20. All right.
Yep.
All right. The Sunday night football 8:20 Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens are a 7 point favorite.
Yes. Okay, so Burrow is possibly playing, and I know you said that he was, but I don't think they've officially ruled him playing yet, on the chart. But nonetheless, I expect he will play. Um, the Baltimore Ravens have been very inconsistent this year. Not the fact that the Bengals haven't either, but it's a tough call. I'm gonna say the Bengals eke it out, especially since it's Burrow's first game back, if it's his first game back. And I don't know if I really trust the Ravens right now. I mean, we're talking about a team that just almost lost to the or lost the Browns a couple weeks ago. Um, so I'm gonna
They
say
almost lost to the Jets last week.
yeah, almost lost to the Jets last week too. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say the Bengals win. Um, I'm gonna do it. it's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna say 20. We're gonna do 20-13. Low scoring game for the most part until probably the end.
Um, I mean, I agree with you. This game could go either way. I'm going to go with the two biggest factors being that Cincinnati has not been good against the run, and they're not good against tight end. It's going to make the Ravens fans feel good to see the old school guys. Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews going to have a game. Derrick Henry's eating the turkey leg at the end of the game. Give me the Ravens 34, the Bengals 28.
Okay. All right, and now the Black Friday Amazon game because Black Friday they want to like to promote all their Amazon deals while they're playing the game. We got the Chicago Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles are a 7-point favorite.
I know you're saying I know those facial expressions are because you think the Bears should be the favorites here.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say they have to be the favorite, especially with it being Philly, but 7 points is a bit of a stretch. 7 points is usually what you get when it's a very out of like
Like the
out.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes, and that even like look, that might be 8.5, but like
Yeah.
let's say the Falcons. I could see the Falcons who are what 5-5, 5-6.
Yep.
That would make sense at 7 points.
Yeah.
The Bears who are 1 point or one win behind you does not make sense at 7 points.
They're ahead of us. We're
No,
behind
I'm
them.
talking I'm talking the Eagles.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, the Eagles took a bad loss to the Cowboys. They recognize that. I think they rebound here. I'm not just saying that because I don't like the Bears, but I think the Eagles understand the urgency of the situation they're in right now. Um, so I'm going to say the Eagles do win this game. I'm gonna do like a 26-20 victory, Eagles.
I'm going to make a very bold prediction here. More or less to do with the future than it is the game. But I'm going to say the Bears win this one because then the Eagles will go back to looking like world beaters for 3 weeks. And I say that because they have a very, very easy 3 week schedule after this game. Um, Give me Chicago 28, Philly 24. It's within a score, but I could see that being a Caleb Williams comes from behind, throws a touchdown to win game.
I hope not. Damn, need him to lose. Um, all right, moving on to the Sunday games. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins are a 6 point favorite.
And who's the Saints starting quarterback now?
Tyler Suggs still, I
Still.
believe. I
Uh,
don't think I don't think they benched him, but Devin Neal is the starting running back,
God. Oh my God. Look,
and Brandon Cooks is a Buffalo Bill.
yep. Um, look, I don't think the Dolphins are crap, but the Saints just don't have anything. The Saints are the Yanks again. Go back to the 1970s over here. They are literally at the Yanks status again. Um, Dolphins win uh 23-10. Dolphins. Dolphins are crappy, but they're not as crappy as the Saints are.
I think if there's one thing I disagree with you on that, it's that it's too many points for Miami. Um, I do agree that both teams are bad. Give me Miami 17, New Orleans 12. And
Uh,
that 12 isn't 4 field goals. That's a touchdown with a
Safety.
missed extra point and 2 field goals.
No safety. All right. All
No
right.
safety.
No safety. All right. Next, we have the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts.
Fuck the Texans.
Oh
Colts are
yeah.
4.5 point favorite.
You guys had 100 chances though to win that game, to be fair. What was the favorites here?
Doesn't mean that I want it. Somehow we can't. Somehow we just can't beat Houston.
Yep. What
We
was
haven't beaten Houston in Houston since 2003.
that was like a year removed from them being a team. They started in
Yep.
2002.
JP Lossman. JP Lossman, 22 years ago, the last time the Bills won in Houston.
Yep. Alrighty. What do we got? Okay, so what were the
Colts are
favorites?
4.5 point favorite.
Colts are four and a half favorite. Um, all right. The Colts, they lost to the Chiefs and probably should have won that game. Um, you were right about their defense. Their defense really held down the fort. And with the way the Colts played against the Chiefs, I think it is going to be a low scoring game. It is a division game after all, too. That's also another factor. I do think the Colts do eke it out squeakly, just slightly. I'm gonna say 13 to 10. I'm gonna say it is a field goal at the end. Colts win a low scoring game.
Anybody who's been here for a while knows I'm not necessarily a fan of the Indianapolis Colts, and that's a very true statement. However, I will give them credit where credit is due.
Indiana Jones.
No, I will give them credit where credit is due. Their coaching staff seems to be calling games better than one Joe Brady. Um, I will say that although Houston throttled us in part because our offensive line was desecrated. Not what this is about. I'm going to say Indy's line stays better. They're going to be able to move the ball well. Give me the Colts here, and I'm not going to have them by a little. Give me the Colts 31-15.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Uh. Also, the owner likes to take notes too, so that helps, I guess, too. I guess. Anyways, Atlanta Falcons at the New York Jets.
The Falcons are a 2.5 point favorite.
Alrighty. I mean, Tyrod's in there, so the Jets might play a little better. Kirk Cousins is, he's at the end of his career, but I don't know. It's
He
still
didn't
better.
play bad.
Didn't play bad. He's good matchup for him. Um, I'm gonna get the Falcons here, because I just can't trust the Jets right now to do anything right, other than unless Tyrod plays good, because that's their only wild card in this is if Tyrod plays good. Otherwise, I don't see any way the Jets can really consistently put up points here.
I do.
Um, what special teams?
Nope.
Uh, yeah. I'm gonna say the Falcons. I'm gonna do. We're gonna do 23-14. Falcons.
I'm going to go with the Jets here. If I saw one thing, it's that even in the scenario that they were, Kirk Cousins was still making his turnovers. The Jets, it almost seems like Brees Hall is spiting them. Like, you wouldn't trade me out of this hellhole. I'm making sure you don't have the first pick. Brees Hall has been very good since the trade deadline. John Mechie, shout out John Mechie, great story. Came back from cancer, was buried on the depth chart in Houston, gets traded to Philly where he's buried behind two good receivers, gets sent to the Jets, and since he's been there, he's had two very strong weeks in a row. So did the Jets finally find a number two receiver in John Mechie? Maybe. Um, I'm going to say the Jets pull this one out here. I'm going to say it's 17-14 Jets. Low scoring, ugly game. Probably a Kirk Cousins interception that's untimely. But I'm going with the Jets here.
All right. Um, all right, here we go. The San Francisco 49ers at the Cleveland Browns.
The Niners are only a 4.5 point favorite.
That doesn't actually surprise me though. And I'll get into that because first of all,
Is it because of what I've told you all year that the Browns defense is very good?
well, I know the Browns defense is good. I said their front four, like Myles Garrett is a monster out there. He's probably going to beat Michael Straham's sack record right now. He's got like 6 games left, and he's at 18 right now in
It
sacks.
doesn't mean shit.
Well, no,
He
but I
was
mean, it,
tied. He was tied at the 10 game mark. Granted, yes, he had a very good game last week, but he was still tied, and he has to finish it. Is the main thing.
well, yeah, he's still got to finish the set, but I mean, he's in very good position right now to do it. But first, I just want to say, since I didn't really kind of get my gloats for when Josh Allen became the star because we weren't on the show, we weren't doing the show, I'm going to do this round. Shador Sanders, not the best game, but a good game for a first time starter. The guy hadn't had first team reps all year, and he did that in 1 week. I can't wait to see what this guy does more. This guy should have been the starter from the beginning. Um, and you know what? Even though the Browns aren't that good of a team, the feeling of that team was just so different. And you could say, oh, well, it's the Raiders. But you know what? When they played the Jets, Dylan Gabriel looked like shit, and a team could have won that game had Sanders played that game. I truly believe they played that Jet team, they would have won Shador. The team just looks so much better. The defense actually feels alive because they know that a quarterback can actually throw the ball down the field. That's one thing they haven't done all year. The 49ers look like absolute crap against the Carolina Panthers. I mean, Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions, 3 straight possessions, and they managed to still win that game because the Panthers just suck. And I don't know why we didn't win that game against them because this just shows how freaking dumb we are losing to a Panthers team like that. But I think there's a really good shot that this Browns team could actually beat the 49ers next week. I'm looking at this. I don't think I can pick them, but I think this game is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. I'm going to say this is 23-20. 49ers win, but it's close. And I think the Browns are going to be winning for most of this game. There's going to be, unfortunately, some type of mistake that happens. But still, Sanders is going to look good in this game. And, I'm really glad that they forced the head coach to, because we know the head coach was forced to frickin' start them. We see how Andrew Berry was hugging Sanders after that game. So we know how that was going. But give me the 49ers close game, but with Shador playing the way he does, the defense can give them a chance. That's the problem. The defense cannot win these games because they don't have an offensive quarterback that can throw it down the field and give them the points so they can protect the lead. When they were up 14-0, they were able to protect that lead. He got 10 sacks on Geno Smith. Okay? There's 10 sacks on Geno Smith in total. And that's the thing that the Browns have been missing all year. Is that they needed a competent quarterback that could at least give them points. You got a young quarterback in Shador Sanders who's going to be developed if they rally around him. 23-20. 49ers, close game, but we're going to see a lot of promise from the Browns in this game.
That was entirely more than needed to be said. I didn't tell you that I didn't like Shador Sanders. I don't know who you thought you were gloating to.
I'm not
Um,
gloating to you. I'm just gloating to a lot of these people that freaking just think, oh, well, he's a 5th round pick. No, he was screwed. He was screwed into being a 5th round pick.
enough
He's a
tick tick tock.
first round talent. Okay, the 5th round. All right, what's your
You
pick?
done?
Yes, what's your pick?
I'm going with the Niners. Yes, their defense, the Browns defense is good, but it's not like he had a flawless game. He had 11 completions. He had 209 yards, and majority of that was one throw. He has a long way to go to be a full blown, he's the guy, and I'm gonna quote. He had a decent first game. The Niners know they're in a competition here to win. They have to try to stay in part with that division. Give me the Niners 20-10.
Okay. All right. Next, we have the LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers.
Um fuck are they? The Rams are a 10.5 point favorite.
Yeah, they should be. Um, I don't see the Panthers winning this game. I'm still mad we lost to this team. Um, they are just they're not good. They own their best thing is their running game. And even then, that's not enough to hold them up. Rams, Stafford's having an MVP season. Um, and yeah, I'd say 28, 28-6. I don't see any. I don't see anything going for right for the Panthers in this game. Rams easily get it done.
Um it's not as much a shot at the Panthers as it is the Rams have looked really damn good. Um Give me the Rams 27, the Panthers 13.
All right. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. The old AFC
The Jags
Central
are
rival.
6.5 point favorite.
Jacksonville's 6.5 point favorite. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I could say I'm gonna say like Jacksonville. Like the Panther or not what am I saying the Panther? The Jaguars are better than the Titans. The Titans have just not looked good this year. And so this should be a pretty good win for the Jags, division rivals, obviously. Um, yeah, 27-16.
I'm gonna have it a little closer than that. The Titans played the Seahawks way closer than I expected them to. But give me the Jaguars 24, the Titans 17.
All right. Um, Next we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Bucks are a 3.5 point favorite.
Do we know if Baker Mayfield
We
is
do
playing?
not know if Baker Mayfield's playing or not.
That's a big question. I'm gonna say the Buccaneers still win because the Cardinals are just inconsistent. But that would be a worry for me. I know they got Bridgewater in there, and he probably will do pretty good. But that would worry me. But I'm still gonna say the Buccaneers. I'm gonna say 21-10, Buccaneers.
I'm going the opposite. I'm going with the Cardinals here. Cardinals should finally get Trey Benson back. I do not think that we will see Baker in this game. And in a battle of the backups, I think that Brissett, who's been conditioned and has played what 6 games at this point, is a little bit better off than Bridgewater. Give me the Cardinals 20, the Buccaneers 10.
All right. All right. So the first 4 well, the only 405 game we have is the Minnesota Vikings at the Seattle Seahawks.
The Seahawks are a 10.5 point favorite, as they should be. I'll make this short, sweet, and to the point. The Vikings are very bad. Um, Sam Darnold's revenge game. Give me Seattle 24, the Vikings 10.
Yeah, I agree with that. Seattle's gonna win. And yes, it is a revenge game for Sam Darnold. The Vikings are gonna realize that they made a huge mistake here. And yeah, Seattle gets it done pretty easily. Say 31-9. Seahawks. Alrighty. Next we have 425, the Buffalo Bills at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Bills are a 3.5 point favorite.
So,
First and foremost, big
what's up?
go on.
So my whole thing with this matchup is it's really going to depend on if Aaron starts. Um, because if it's Mason Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer starting, which is why he's a backup, uh, they have no chance of winning this game. No shot of winning this game. They would have won that if Aaron came and played that game. Mason Rudolph was horrible in that game. Um, if it's That's what I'm saying. Like if it's because again, Josh Allen, lost last week. He has never lost the next game after playing a terrible game. Um, that is a statistical fact. So again, only way I could see the Steelers winning this game is with Aaron at the helm. Um, and even then, because they do play better at home, but even then, I would still say the Buffalo Bills probably still win. Um, I'm gonna say wins this game, um, 31 to 24. And it's only that score if Aaron Rodgers is playing. If Aaron Rodgers is not playing and is Mason Rudolph, then it's gonna be much worse.
See, I think it's the exact opposite. I think if Rodgers is going to force his way in with that still fractured wrist, it's going to be a bad day to be a Steelers fan. And I think it'll be closer if it's Mason Rudolph. I don't think Mason Rudolph was the reason they lost last week. I truthfully do not.
His first pass was an interception.
Okay, and what did he do from there? He threw like 22 completions out of like 30. He didn't do terrible.
Illegal formation, which
Um,
cost them the freaking
No, you wanted to
field.
pick a fight because you that is the perfect storm for you. You're seeing through rose-colored glasses. You love Aaron Rodgers, you hate the Bears. So for you, Mason Rudolph's the world's worst human right now. I don't want to fucking hear it. It's a bad call. Um, I think Aaron Rodgers is the world's worst human. A guy who's an egotistical
I like it.
prick.
I like Aaron Rodgers. He's awesome.
Yeah, well, we're all aware. Anybody who's followed this page knows that you like Aaron Rodgers, and I like money, but I don't have that yet, do I? Um, Brandon Beane's a worthless piece of shit. End of story. That's why the Bills are where they are. At least he went out and got Josh, a new receiver, and Brandon Cooks as of today.
Well, I
Um,
mean, I don't not disagree with you on the GM.
I I'm saying Buffalo wins it. Brandon Cooks is going to have over 75 yards in his debut game. And if Aaron Rodgers plays, the score is going to be 35 to 13 Buffalo.
Alrighty. So the next game is the 425 game, the Las Vegas Raiders at the LA Chargers.
The Chargers are a 9.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I think the Chargers will win the game. Obviously, the Raiders they're abysmal. The Raiders are just crap. I don't see any foreseeable way that the Raiders win. Uh, Chargers win 26 to 6. There's nothing the Raiders have. Gino looked crap last week. The Chargers are a better team. Chargers win pretty easily.
So the problem is both teams are bad. Um,
Let's say the Chargers are
Chargers,
that bad.
they are. They're blown apart due to injury. They're missing two running backs. They're missing their two starting tackles. They have defensive players out across the lineup. The Chargers are struggling due to injury. However, there's nothing you can make me do to believe that Justin Herbert can't single-handedly will the team to beat the Raiders. I'm taking the Chargers 20, the Raiders 9.
All right. Next we have the 820 game. We have the Denver Broncos at the Washington Commanders. Sunday Night Football.
And the Commanders probably still don't have Jaden Daniels back. Broncos are a 6.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I don't see Washington winning this game. Um, Broncos have been playing pretty good. They're like right up there in the AFC mix. Um, I think they're actually the top right now. Um, so yeah, I say the Broncos win. 28 to 17 Broncos. It's nothing really
I'm
that
also
I
going with the Broncos. Very, very little faith in the Commanders at this point. Broncos are coming off of a bye week. Hopefully that meshes the offense better. Give me 21 to 13 right now.
Okay. Um all right, yep, the first game in December, Monday Night Football, the Super Bowl rematch, the New York Giants at the New England Patriots.
Patriots are a 7.5 point favorite. The fun story here is Eli Manning, David Tyree, and Tom Brady all won't play in this game.
Yeah, they will not. Um, but with the new guys in, the Giants are eliminated, and I don't see them winning, even if they do get a high score on the Patriots. You know, they're just going to choke it up like they choked up the five other games that they choked up in the end. Um, Give me the New England Patriots winning. 31 to 21.
Man, I
Patriots.
didn't realize the Giants are the first team officially eliminated.
They are.
Um, which is embarrassing given the Titans are 1-10 and they're not mathematically eliminated yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Pats. It would be a pipe dream for me to think that the Giants are going to knock them off, and they're not. Um, give me the Pats 38, Giants 6.
All right. Um, that is all the games for the Thanksgiving special week 13. Make sure to
There,
comment. What?
there are no bye weeks this week.
There are no bye weeks. Yep. Um, Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe. Um, and all that stuff. Also look out for the Green Bay Packers Beast recap episode. Whether we win or lose, I will be analyzing every key play as well as all the stats from the players, from the key players. Um, and I'll try to get that up as quickly as can. It's gonna probably be a little later because it's on Thanksgiving. But I will have that up. Hopefully it will be exciting. Um, and yeah, Kyle, your sponsors.
I just want to say I'm going to be drunk on Thanksgiving night waiting to see you put up a very upset post that the Packers lost. I can't wait for it. Shout out to Team Franco winning to our fourth straight Turkey Bowl, hopefully. Shout out to Fox in his final Turkey Bowl appearance, hopefully. That's weather pending.
I thought that was last year.
Um, no, he's gonna do one more because he wanted to have Ruby take a handoff, so all three generations of Rannies can have played in the Turkey Bowl together. Um,
All right.
but the 50-mile-per-hour wind could be a problem. Shout out to Nikki, two scoops. Get your ice cream on over there, Colvin Boulevard in Tonawanda. Shout out to Kyle at Chicken Dippin'. Hit him up. 716 is your code, 15% off your order. Chickendippin.com or chicken underscore dippin'. Shout out to Jeanette at the beauty parlor. She gave me a haircut. I look at least tolerable now. And shout out to Rebel Nomad Adventure Gear. Great adventure gear, great adventure people. That's all I got.
All right, guys. That is it. For us, I am the S Ultimate Goku. He's the Reigning 48. We're out of here. Peace. See you next week.